Hello everyone, my name is John Parker 117 and welcome back to another episode in the world of Hearts of Iron 4, and this is Collapsing World. Now, Collapsing World is a scenario where what if nobody won World War I? And as we can see, it does a lot of goofy stuff. Germany's China, Italy's China, Russia's China, China's China, India's China, Arabia's China. Various locations are emulating the conditions of China in our timeline. Maybe you're wondering, what are we playing today? We're playing as the only place that hasn't collapsed in this world, which is the United States. And surely, under the prime leadership of Mr. John D. Rockefeller, we will not collapse in world, and we will rise of radicalism. Anyway, if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. And if you want to see more Collapsing World in the future, do let me know. Let's try and hit 1.5 thousand likes for the next Collapsing World video. They released a huge update a while ago, and so we got plenty to play if we so wish. But yeah, let's get started. So, we're obviously the United States, and we start with a pretty small focus tree, which is not giving me very, it's making me nervous, because, I mean, John D. Rockefeller, while being the greatest president of all time, maybe will run the country into the ground. I don't know, though. Especially when we have Alaskan concentration camps, which it does provide plus 7% construction speed, so that's pretty good. Yeah, we do have debt. I remember this from earlier. Yeah, this hasn't been finished yet. Yeah, I don't think it's done right now, but we do still have to pay off this debt. If it reaches 200%, you are screwed. So we'll keep an eye on that. We do have 100 civilian factories. We might have to build some civilian factories too in California because, I mean, I just feel like it. Like, California is a nice place. We should build it up to be a proud state of the Union, as well as Nevada. Nevada's equally as cool. So let's go ahead and do Rockefeller's America, which will give us 50 political power, which is probably going to go directly into our debt. Unless there's a guy we can hire, which I doubt it this much. Oh, wait, hang on. We have Innovative Army Chief. He's my favorite. Mr. Chief. We do have things to get Army XP. I don't know if it's going to carry over because obviously we are going through a civil war. I mean, I've made like 6 videos on this mod, so I know what's going to happen. I'm not dumb. Anyway, we got 18 divisions. We're going to give them that guy. We're going to give them Robert Alexander. And they're just gonna garrison all of California and Nevada. No reason. No planes, no navy to start, so we should probably build some dockyards as well. I don't know how long we have until the Civil War. We're gonna try and be as prepared as possible. So, yeah, let's get her running. All my guys going to California. Poor bastards. All right, go. We did Rockefeller's America. You know, we might just do, we're probably just gonna lose all our political power when we flip nations to California, which, you know, if you weren't able to catch on by now, we're playing California, so, let's go ahead and just pay off some debt, and then let's ban all those socialist parties. Here's Cuba took Puerto Rico, and Jamaica. I don't know why they have that. And now we can either cut corporate taxes, polarize the American public, or no weekends, which, yeah, we're not paying extra on the weekends, or we're actually gonna pay less on the weekends because, you know, no weekends. Like, no weekends for you, no weekends for me. Weekends for John D. Rockefeller, because he's the GOAT. But, I mean, he probably has a lot more to deal with. Like, trees and such. Very, very interesting trees. What's my division template? Okay, they're not horrible. They're not absolutely horrible. But I can't train anything. Is there something that makes it so I can't train? Nope. I just can't train regardless. I guess let's just go and pay off some more debt. I hope there's coal in this mod. Okay, good. There is coal in this mod, unlike the last mod I tried to record. So I want to build a avionics facility, of course, and then we'll build some... Where's our coal at? Where do we get coal? Is there coal in this mod? I never... Oh, no. Where's the... There's no coal in this mod. Okay, fuck. But all the coal's in the East Coast, and we're gonna have to try and get over there without having any coal on the West Coast, so it's gonna be a little difficult. Oh! Fucking tree got him. You know, it's kind of weird he was assassinated by like 12 people at once. Oh man, now I can't take the weekends away. How am I supposed to enforce child labor? Board of Directors is now our new leader. Hopefully I still get more time to build up my beautiful, beautiful factories? Question mark? Alright, Rockefeller Jr. succeeds as fodder. cannon fodder. That's what all the people are to me. But he will succeed his father. And holy shit. Now, I'm wondering how much of this actually matters. I think this is just for him. And apparently Charles Schwab is in this, even though it's 1922. Oh wait, no, he's right here. Well, whatever. Hopefully, I think this is gonna give us enough time to build out our factories over here. The IWW revolts against the regime. Alright, so we're starting to fall apart, but we're not going to do that. We're going to say there's nothing we can do. Ford cuts contacts and he forms the Ford Motor Company. He will pay for this. Don't even have an option to change to him. Probably because he doesn't have content, but you know. Oh, it looks like as we're collapsing our world, the Baltics are also collapsing their world. Now let's get back to the world that's collapsing over here. Rise of the Resistance. Okay. Oh. Well, I don't know how much I can really show you on the screen, Mr. Crazy Kids Club. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Next. Who's next on the chopping block? Apparently it's Texas, splitting into 5 different states. I sure do hope we pop out soon, or else this is gonna be a little awkward. The father's son. Yeah, the king is dead, long live the king. Let's analyze the current military situation. I don't know why I'm helping this guy. You know, in fact, I'm gonna use all the political power to pay off the debt so he can't use it to get, like, good army guys. I'm sabotaging Rockefeller. There we go. California declares independence. So let's change to California. And here we are. Okay, we have the Pinkerton Agency, but we are now California. Let's see, how much did we keep? Some stuff was built. I don't know if it reset the factories. I have no idea. That'd be kind of lame, but whatever. Here's our focus tree, though. So we're now going to do the shining beacon of freedom. We start with high instability, Pinkerton influence, severe unemployment, low government support, political chaos, but we have the Western Beacon of True Democracy, which is actually a really good bonus. But what's our debt looking like? Oh, we got 170%. We might have to focus on that. We have an armor expert, which maybe that'll influence my decision. Anyway, shining beacon of freedom. We love you, California. Yeah, new republic rises. We have 7 divisions. We're going to, well, we can't immediately train more because we don't have any equipment. Well, that's okay. And then we're gonna just split up these guys to go where their enemy troops are. How many troops do these guys have? Okay, we don't know. That could be a problem, but we're gonna try anyway. Okay. Let's see how we can do against the Pinkerton Agency. Alright, they do have more troops over there. They do have more troops over there. Oh, wait. I see an opportunity for an encirclement right there. Oh, that's why we're having so much trouble. There's 3 divisions here. Oh, well. Yeah, don't let them get out of that. Nope, buddy. You're getting encircled. You can't stop the wave. God damn it. He stopped the wave. Anyway, a new republic rises. We are going to get the army. Well, we have everyone, actually. We could get whatever we want. But I'll get the army offense guy. Okay, let's adapt to the current situation. Yeah, we need these 3 divisions to die. But we are going to take Sacramento. Yeah, and those guys are going to continue going. I don't know how important snaking is going to be in this campaign against the Pinkertons. But if I take their capital, will they capitulate? Yes. It's only 47%. So we're going to try it. We're going to go up to Eureka. There we go. We have basically all of them pinned, so we can just march into Eureka, and that should capitulate them. There we go. We won our first war. All right, and we got a bunch of equipment from it as well. We're going to add another infantry to our Californian State Militia, which is going to be our main force, and we're going to give it the cool sunglasses because I think they're cool. Let's go ahead and convert everyone to the cool sunglasses. Let's get everyone on Oregon because they're communist, and I don't like that very much. The Berkeley Bank Heist. Well, rip that civilian factory. And luckily we were able to beat them so fast we didn't even have time to do that focus. I really don't want to do weak militia system, and we don't get rid of it in this tree, so I hope we get rid of it later, because after it happens we're not going to be making any political power. I'm going to hold off on that for as long as I can. We're at 174% debt, which is no good. I still don't know what happens if I reach 200%, but I really don't want to find out. But if I know anything about this mod, it's that no one has an air force, and no one really builds an air force either. So we're going to try and be innovators in the air force technology, and that'll hopefully lead us to victory over all these American states. There we go, consolidating our control. I mean, we don't have to do this, right? Oh wait, we kind of have to. It helps one of our national spirits. So let's go ahead and stop the Cool Kids Club cult in San Diego. No more racism. I agree. What a good idea. Oh, look at that. Government strength, managed power. Wow. Spends 10 army experience, spends 4 to manpower, spends 10 debt levels. Whoa, this is actually really cool, but we're losing a lot. I mean, hell, ease conscription. Yeah, I had a feeling it wouldn't work. But we can cancel this so we actually do have manpower. I'll spend until we only have 40,000 remaining, and then we can get army experience, and I'm not going to do the debt levels. But yeah, this reminds me a lot of the Plankton's New Order mod, where it has like unique like mini games I can do. That's really cool. But we're actually going to make our divisions better instead of what I was going to do. So we're slowly getting up to like proper widths for our divisions. I mean, I guess we can train. That wouldn't really help us that much. I'll train to level 3. That'll get us a little bit of army XP we can pump into that minigame. Yeah, we have a total of 1 civilian factory right now. There we go. We arrested the remaining Rockefellerists. We're going to get, do these guys give? No, I think they fixed that. I think they used to give, army XP, but alas. Maybe I should save for more manpower, and then we can pump it into government control. Alright, conscript local militias, which gives us an even worse debuff. I don't think it's gonna be worth the 2 divisions that I get here. And world tension's already at 56%. You know, it's useful for us, because maybe we'll be able to actually justify. Alright, we calm the public, do curfew in the capital, which we need to spend all our political power before that, or else we risk losing a lot. I'd rather be in negative political power than have the ones that I actually have get taken away. God, my army organization must be terrible, because I have minus 15 from this, minus 15 from weak militia system, minus 15 attack from political chaos. Yeah. Not the greatest. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Wait, where are my small airframe? What? Do I not have? Oh, I didn't. Never mind. I thought I had the basics. Hold the San Francisco Congress. I guess this will let us decide what we do. I was told there's only one path for this. Okay, 2 children just died, but, you know. Wait, why are the children counted as manpower? Minus 23, 12, 17, 19, 23. Why are the children counted as manpower? Are we employing child soldiers? And apparently, Peter Griffin's won again. Good for him. Totally not because there wasn't any other options. But it appears, yep, here we are. Question of the army. The Western Giant wakes up. And we have our economic situation. Yeah, we have a pretty big tree. Yeah, there's a lot to do. But we are going to start with the military factories, at least a few of them, because we only have 4. And I want to start building up my planes, which will happen in 145 days. And while all these focuses are really cool, there's not really much to talk about with them, so I'm probably just going to skip forward to either the expansion or if something crazy happens, I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you then. Okay, what the fuck? But yeah, this minigame isn't really that hard if you just sacrifice 400 people over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, it's just trivial to get maximum government strength. It's weird. I should wouldn't this be 0, 0, 0, 0? I have 100 in all of them. There we go. Now it's updated. Well, guess I don't have to worry about that anymore. I thought maybe I would get bonuses, but who knows. I can still sacrifice people if I want. It doesn't do anything though. Now, I'll sacrifice 400 more people. Just for fun. Just as a little treat. And we could go after people now, which I think would be a good idea. Actually, would it be a good idea? Not really. Kinda gotta fix our nation first, so I'll be back once I do that. Oh man, this is something that they have a little bit of an oversight here. See, this will replace volunteer only with limited conscription, which sounds all well and good till you realize I'm on extensive conscription. And it's gonna force me to go back down. Oh well. I should probably invade some little people, like maybe Deseret and Oregon, in between my, like, army and economic focuses. Because I've done quite a bit of the tree. See, that just made me limited conscription. Oh no. Well, that's 150 political power wasted. We should be able to beat Oregon before they get too strong. So let's go ahead and do the Western Giant wakes up. We should be able to just out-micro Oregon. I wonder... Well, I can't build anything, so never mind. I was going to try and build an airport closer to the front line, but we sort of suffer from the whole no civilian factories thing. Let's see how the world is doing. Well, Himmler's probably going to win. Himmler has a new portrait. He kind of looks like a minion now. He's even kind of yellow. Why is he a minion? The best part of playing a democracy is the relief of command professional officer corps combo that you get for plus 70. Oh wait, no, it's not plus 70. It's plus 35 division experience gain. Our guys are going to be nice and trained. We're going to go ahead and just deploy these guys in preparation for our invasion of Oregon. All right, here we go into Oregon. Now this should just be a walkover, since we have like double their troops. But you know, Stalin said the same thing about Finland, and look at the memes they made about him. They're not very nice. So let's just do a full-on aggressive attack while doing initial advances in order to encircle the few divisions that are actually on the front line. And we shouldn't even have to go down from 5 speed for this. Yeah, look at that. We got a 5 speed encirclement. Ain't that cool? We took Portland, and we should be walking up into Seattle. And look at our guys are already turning into regulars. You know, if I combine this with Field Hospital, we might just have permanent veterans the whole time, which would be very, very nice. In fact, I'm going to replace my fucking destroyer research with Field Hospital. I'll set up some trucks to be made. There we go. We just walk straight up into Seattle, and that should end the war. Now let's see, what did we get from that? I said, what did we get from that? We still can't build anything. Well, this has 4 civs, this has 1. This has some mills in a dockyard. Oh, I don't have cores on it? You'd think I'd have cores on it. Maybe we get the cores later. Who am I to say? But we are going to declare, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, declare the Pacific Republic of America. And how weak are the Mormons? We should be able to beat them since it's such a large front line. But I just realized we're the only people who don't have cores. Literally everyone and their mother has cores. Even the Klan has cores over here. And you're telling me California can't claim to be American? Well, actually, that kind of makes sense now that I think about it. Oh, wait, integrate decisions. I'm so dumb. We just need some political power and then all our troubles go away. There we go. Declare the Pacific Coast united. And there we go. Now we're the Pacific Republic of America. Oh. It appears we were too slow, and now MacArthur is demanding our annexation. Well, we have a very small border with him, so we could, I said we could probably, there we go, probably just hold it, as long as the Mormons, and as long as they don't annex the Mormons as well. So let's get all our troops down here, but maybe we can just go up and around the Mormons. Yep, California will stay independent. And they declare war. Which means, technically, since I'm in a defensive war, I can get desperate defense. So that's what I am going to do. We're going to stay in this war until we have desperate defense. But let's try and advance a little bit anyway, just to like poke them a little bit on the head. Oh, it appears they have an air force, and I have 1 civilian factory which I can use that'll do jack shit. So we're just going to trade that 1 factory away to Texas. Where is the closest airport? There's one in this state. I just don't know where it is. Maybe it's in Globe. But yeah, we're not able to attack. I tried, and we died a little bit, but they're gonna die a lot more because now they're just gonna ram into our lines until we're done with our focus tree, basically. And as long as the Mormons don't either capitulate to them or declare war on us, we'll be fine. I will be going up to service by requirement because despite everything, we don't have a lot of manpower. But this should be very good for our divisions because we have, I don't know where I would see it, but I know for a fact that we have plus 25 army experience gain, plus 15 division experience gain, along with Field Hospital, which grants XP loss minus 25. So we're going to be gaining a lot of experience, and we're going to be keeping that experience once we have it, which is very nice. And this is also going to allow us to get, like, all of our doctrines filled out immediately, which is pretty nice. Yeah, they've already lost over 100,000 men, and it's only been like, what, like 6 months? Like, I don't even know how long it's been. The only problem is our debt is rising, and we have a lot of debt. We're gonna have to pump all our political power into that pretty much. How many troops do they have? I don't even know. So I'm not gonna risk letting them into my territory in the hopes to encircle them if they're just gonna have enough troops to push me back to like here. We're just gonna sit on the line again. Maybe we'll build enough divisions to where we can... Oh, we can't take out the Mormons because we only get our war goal if we're at peace. Well, guess we're gonna have to find a way to push through here. Yeah, 12 to 44 divisions. I don't think I should let them in at all. Gee, they have a lot of divisions here. Yeah, I really don't think we're gonna be able to push that. It's a shame. I think we're genuinely gonna have to go down our tree to give them like 5% less division attack or defense, because I may not be able to push them otherwise. We also have to get rid of our debuffs, which I think we already have. No, we still have political chaos. I don't know how to get rid of political chaos. Yeah, I don't know if I can get rid of it. I mean, they're on all adults serve, and they only have 30,000 manpower left, and they've taken like 200,000 casualties. I think by the time we're actually ready to attack, there won't be anyone left on the front lines because they've been too busy throwing it at a river. At least I think this is a river. Is this a river or a shadow? I can't tell. Yeah, that's probably a river. I was using my radar echolocation river techniques. You know, maybe their debt will go to 200. I wish there was a way to see how much debt they had or have. That'd be a cool little feature so I can tell if they're gonna die or not. I wonder if I can push with air support. It's not looking like it. Doesn't work. But at least I baited them into attacking me more aggressively. Someone just got an incredible boost of manpower without going up on conscription. I can only imagine why that is. They annexed someone? Nope. Because I can't let them in that far, or else they'll take my airport. And I really need my airport and supply hub. I wish I could take their supply hub. I think we're gonna have to do what I didn't want to do and make our divisions have line artillery. Just so they can actually, like, push. We should be able to afford it, but if we want a big army, I don't think it's gonna be that sustainable. At least until we take all of America. But look, we got seasons already. We have seasoned divisions, so a lot of them are also close to being seasoned. I'm not going to be surprised if we don't get some veterans soon enough. You know, I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to train up some more divisions. I'm going to leave some divisions on this front line, move 11 divisions up to the Mormons, and then I'm just going to allow Diplo my way into the Mormons. I'm just going to declare war on them because I'm not sitting here for like 10 years until they run out of manpower. They're already almost out, but they're not even on scraping the barrel yet. I mean, I guess I could wait, but I'll train the division and then see what the situation is when they're trained. Because we're starting to run out of focuses to do. Because they've lost over 500,000 men. I don't even know how they're maintaining this. And yes, you saw that right. That was me researching Amphibious Drive. It's a special little tool that'll help us later. Yeah, the American corporate government's going to annex everyone before we even get a chance to do anything. Yeah, I think I am going to do my Mormon strategy. While it is fun to just let MacArthur just grind on my border and just lose everything he owns, I do want this to not fail as a campaign, so we're going to go up to the Mormon. Hopefully these guys down here can hold. I think they will be able to, especially since I'm leaving my air down there. Alright, I have allowed Diplo on. We're just gonna declare war. And there, now it's turned off. We should be able to just walk into Deseret. Considering the fact their capital is open, I don't think this is gonna be that hard. And by golly, have we extended the front with the MacArthur guys. God, that took forever. We just gotta hope we can blitz through Utah and then just run into MacArthur. We're about to take Salt Lake City. And if you're angry about how I, like, declared war on them cheating, I invite you to come and play this for 6 hours to get these guys to lose all their manpower via them just attacking me in order for me to slowly push up through these mountains. I invite you to spend 6 hours doing that, and then you can make a video on it, you can pay the editor, you can make the thumbnail, and then you can upload it to your channel where it will get probably like 1 billion views or something, I don't know. Ooh, wait, that may have not been the best idea. I need you to go back, buddy. Go back, buddy. I think we're able to push them now. Yeah, they have 9,000 manpower. Oh boy. But yeah, we're gonna have to fight a pretty big American corporate government. A huge one, actually. And we might not even be able to beat them, because they'll probably declare war on us. So, I don't really know what we're gonna do about that if that happens. It might have to be a lost campaign, which I usually don't upload if I lose a campaign, but I asked a long time ago, I was like, hey guys, do you care if I lose campaigns? And you guys said no, so you better still watch the video, and you better still like and subscribe like you always do if I win, because if you don't, I'm gonna be very upset. And you know what happens when I get very upset? I play Age of History 3. There we go, Deseret is dead. Deseret? Get it? But now, we are just gonna take all these guys, plop them here, and have them go. Now we can actually beat them. Yeah, they should just crumble like nothing now that they don't have their defenses, and they're also, like, they have 1,000 manpower because they've lost 741,000. And there goes the American Liberation Army. All we had to do was take, whatever this place is. Yeah, we're just gonna annex them. And for a second, I thought my game just crashed. Alright, so now we're gonna cancel this focus. We're gonna bypass that, and we need to get to these two guys post-haste. We're gonna start with the Ford Motor Company, since we have a larger front line with them. So, the whole thing about this is that we have 20 months to conquer the rest of the United States once we do this focus. So we need to be very quick with it. But I think 48 divisions of good infantry will do us well, because our only real threat is the American corporate government, who has a maximum of 150 divisions, but they could have a lot less. We really don't know what they have. Let's stop the company scum, which will have us run into the Ford Motor Company, which they're busy with the corporatists, so... Right. So I have to complete the Bear Arises over the Eagle in 600 days. That should be possible, especially since a lot of these will bypass. There we go. And we can't do that until we're at peace, so we're just gonna do... Like, I doubt this will take more than 35 days, but we'll get the 2 military factories. Yeah, absolute stomp, because all their troops are on the east of their country. I'm just gonna make, like, the auto cruiser that you get if you press the button, because, like, we need a navy if we want to get anywhere else in the world, but I don't think anyone has it. October of 1991? Excuse me? Oh, it's because we have no steel. Okay, phew. That won't be a problem for a long time. But yeah, they're not getting shit. They don't deserve anything. Alright, but now we have to rush down to Texas before they can get to it. And before they declare war on us, rather. Hopefully they declare war on Texas before us. Alright, into Texas we go. Hopefully... You know what, I'm just gonna let the political power pile up so we can start integrating all these states again. Okay, thank God, they declare war on Texas. So we'll at least have 21 days to prepare. And there goes Texas. Alright, so we need to rush over here. I'm gonna abandon South Florida because, like, who cares? And now we can declare the new government, which they will probably declare war on us before we do this focus, and that will cancel it. But oh well. We gotta defeat these guys within 400 and god damn it. No. Why the fuck are you all going to one province? God, that would have been disastrous. Alright, let's see what their divisions are looking like. Okay, they're pretty fucking good. They don't have any national spirits, and they could have 170 of these things. This one has infantry and mountaineers in it? The fuck? Did the AI make that template? And there we go. The final war for the future of America. They seem to not have a lot of troops on the board. Like, we outnumber them, I believe. Especially right there where we're about to encircle 6 divisions, which would be probably game-changing. Along with down here where we're going to encircle 3 divisions, which will be equally as game-changing. There we go. I don't know why you guys are not staying. But we did get the encirclement up here. And it looks like they're getting close to actually encircling us. Let's not let that happen, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Your whole willingness to not die. Okay, maybe that willingness isn't as strong as I thought. I know how much we love to get gamer encirclements, but you guys are about to get gamer encircled. Like, please. I would really appreciate it if you fucked back over there. Yeah, they are pushing us out of here, but I don't think they'll get an encirclement, so we'll be fine. We'll just get pushed back a little bit. They're losing a lot of men doing this. They have already lost 200,000. But maybe, just maybe, we can sneak around and do something crazy. Every encirclement matters, no matter how small, because they have limited resources just like we do. They might have a lot more resources, but they have limited resources. So every division that's encircled and killed matters. In fact, we're gonna stop advancing, because I think we're just wasting stuff. Let's deploy these guys. Alright, we got another big encirclement. Well, big as in 4 divisions, but like I said, every encirclement matters. Alright, we cut off the north end of Michigan. Makes our front line a lot shorter, which means that we can actually concentrate our divisions on stuff. And I want to see if I can get down into Chicago, just to mess with their supply. Okay, we're gonna have to go through Oshkosh, which is a really funny name for a city. Imagine living in Oshkosh. If you live in Oshkosh and you're watching this video, I want you to comment your favorite thing about living in Oshkosh, because that can't be a fun place to live. Whoever posts the most fun thing about Oshkosh in the comments gets pinned or something. You guys treat that like gold for some reason, so whoever says the most fun thing about Oshkosh wins a pinned message. If we can get across and take Chicago, that's a lot of divisions that are going to be gone. So let's go ahead and focus on that. There we go. We did it. That's a lot of divisions. Okay, we got encircled a little bit in the process, but I think that's okay. That's all good, because we're going to collapse this nation's world right now. Oh man, they got... Okay, wait. I can't let them get... Come on. Okay, we redid this encirclement, and we got some more divisions along the way. Man, I would post this encirclement on 4chan, but that website scares me. Yeah, that's a lot of divisions. Hang on, let's check the casualties. Alright, 944,000 before. Let's see what it is after. There we go. It's 1.36 million. That was like 400,000 troops in one encirclement. Yeah, I think we're ready to advance. Into Detroit we go. Separated the rest of Michigan, so we're just gonna go in and take all of that. We got another encirclement down here. We're just gonna sweep up real quick. Take that airport right there so we can start getting our planes in there for some action. Ooh, we're almost at it. We're out of infantry equipment. We need to start making that. We're into Atlanta. There we go. Florida is secured. And there we go. We took the American corporate government, and now we need to pretty much rush and do the final focus. Phew-wee. And return to Washington, D.C. Now our capital is there. Wow, look at this. This sucks. I don't like this. This is slightly better, though. And there we go. We are now the United States of America. And I bet this song would be really impactful and really cool, but I have them muted because I don't like copyright strikes. And there's a lot of expansion outside of America, and we're gonna do it, but probably I'm not gonna do it right now because I've been recording for like 3.5 hours. I'm kind of tired. We will pick this up tomorrow. Well, For you, it'll be like 0.5 seconds, because I'm just gonna smoosh the recordings together, but I'll see you then. Alright, so we're back, and, it's time to conquer the world, I guess. I think it's time that we start making, some tank, because, we kinda need them. So we are gonna stick to our light tanks, but what we're also going to do is make amphibious tanks to go along with our marines. Like, we'll have one really strong, marine tank division, along with the normal marines, which I'm training up right now. But anyway, let's look at our focus tree now that we have basically finished everything here. There's no GFX for it, but we'll be able to navigate it anyway. So let's do democracy is back in fashion, which makes it so we gain a lot of... We basically lose all the authoritarian democracy support and the socialism ones. And I think if I really wanted to, I could add more artillery to my unit, as well as probably, I don't know, maybe military police for some reason. It just gives more soft attack, so, you know, like, why not? Actually, no, I'll add flame tanks once I get them. Now we got 30 width infantry for our main division, which is pretty nice. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, we can demand Alaska's immediate annexation. They were the same color, so I kept ignoring them. Oh, they said no. Okay. If we ever do something with Canada, I'll just go up and slap you around, because you have 0 divisions, and I just can't be bothered to naval invade you. Well, anyway, now we're gonna make our faction, which I think is one of a first for this mod. I don't remember there being many factions in this mod that you can actually create. There's only the ones that start. But alright, let's look at what we can do now that we've made our own faction. Well, let's go ahead and send an ultimatum to Canada, because all of their land would be quite nice. In the assumption that they say no, I'm just gonna prepare an invasion force, and let's go ahead and deploy more airplanes. Even though this country should have no yeah, this country has no airplanes, they're done. It's over. It's so over for Canada, bros. There we go, let's see what they say. Yeah. They said no, surprisingly. I mean, who wouldn't want to be annexed into the United States of America? Holy shit, I could get Charlie Chaplin as a general? Instant field marshal, holy fuck. Well, we don't really have any political power to invest into anything right now. So we're gonna avoid this, and we're just gonna do, I guess, the Washington Volunteer Force. Oh! They're in a faction. Interesting. I assume they're the only major in this faction. If they're not, it's so over. Nope. The United Kingdom is also a major. So we're gonna have to get over there somehow. It also means they're gonna be mean to me. Over here. They have an air force and a navy. But oh well. I guess let's head on in. I guess I forgot to actually make them do stuff. Yeah, they all spread out, but I didn't actually assign them anything. Did I get these? I don't remember having these. They're not even attached to an army. Oh well. I mean, I'll take it. It's a bunch of shitty planes, but I'll take it. I mean, I don't really know how we're going to get to the UK. I might have to invade Denmark, but I can't justify. That sucks. I could go from Guyana to maybe Gibraltar. I don't think I have the range for it. I genuinely just can't reach the UK. And they have 250 divisions. Once we get in the Halifax, the Canadians should capitulate, and then it's just a game of figuring out how to actually get to the UK. But we should take all little victory points that we find along the way. But yeah, Canada should capitulate. There they go, and we encircled a bunch of their units that we need to now take care of. But once we wipe it all up, that should be a lot of casualties on the British side, and maybe it'll make me invading their homeland a little easier. There we go, America's global crusade against radicalism. And there we go, we took Alaska. That was probably the easiest conquest so far. We're gonna go after Mexico now, even though we technically haven't, like, we technically haven't secured all of Canada, but we've basically done it, so I'm just gonna invade Mexico now. Yep. Into Mexico we go, which should be equally as easy, except they won't join the Commonwealth. The classic Baja California encirclement that we all know and love. The AI always falls for it. They lose 7 divisions because of it. Oh wow, we're almost at 200% debt. I don't really have any resources to deal with that right now, but this focus will get rid of 75% of it, so I think we'll be okay. And there goes Mexico. Now, I presume that I puppet them, but if I puppet them, will that make them a supervised state? I don't know. Maybe I want them to be a supervised state so they eventually go independent, but I will still take all their factories, all their resources, and their navy. There we go, the Republicans of Mexico are now our thing. And they are actually our puppets, so that's good. Why is Honduras guaranteed by Japan? Why are you a Pacific League observer? What are you doing, Honduras? Well, it's not like the British divisions are any good. Well, it's either they're not very good or my divisions are absolutely legendary, because this is literally only just a 9-block width of infantry with no supports, and it's crushing the British Navy, I mean the British Army right now. and they have like 9 twos at least with anti-air and engineers and such. But we should be able to invade Bermuda now. We can't. Sargasso Sea, we just don't have enough. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna have to start building. The thing is, submarines are bad for that. I mean, I guess we can make destroyers and just spam out shitty destroyers so we can just get the stats that we need to actually naval invade. Why? At least, like, have, like, a navy spawn in once you reunite America. Because, like, where's the American Navy in this? It's a little bit of a goofy oversight. At least make it so, like, the corporatists have a navy, and then you can steal it if you're playing as another faction. Like, it's not... I don't think it would be that hard. They only have 1 division there, and I'm attacking with 5 of my super marines, so it should be fine. Yeah, let's look at these stats. Yeah, 150 soft attack for a naval invasion is pretty good. They have 400 defense, though. That's not very nice. But we killed them anyway. What are the casualties so far? So far, it's 1.5 million to 88,000. Apparently, Nigeria is my friend. I don't know when Nigeria came into this. There we go. We encircled 15 divisions right here, so let's go ahead and attack them. And then you guys are going to march into there, and we're going to try and get the St. John. Why am I a saint? I don't know. I don't know what I did, but it's here. I don't know. Like, we might have to cheat to get war goals on, like, Portugal or something. But I don't want to cheat. I really don't. Maybe Denmark? Denmark's already liberal. I mean, I would need Iceland or the Faroe Islands if I wanted to really do anything. I don't know. Should I declare war on Denmark? Should I force them into my faction? Should I... What should I do? I don't know. Leave a suggestion in the comments down below what I should do. Even though it won't matter, because by the time this video comes out, I would have already chosen. I'm just so out of resources. How am I out of resources this much? I'm literally America. It's because I'm forced to be on free trade, I know that, but there we go. We finally cleaned up Canada. I think we're gonna have to do it. I think we're gonna have to invade a fellow liberal nation and just take Greenland. Which, you know, sounds a little familiar, but I'm too stupid to understand the connection. But yeah, we're gonna cheat to get a war goal on Denmark, just so because there's no way we can get to the UK otherwise. We don't get any war goals on anyone in the west side of the European or African continent. We don't get anything until we annex Canada, which I can't do without taking the UK. I just realized we're fighting against a fellow liberal. An entire liberal faction. Why are we doing this? Why couldn't you have just let me have Canada? Damn Brits. And alright, I enabled and allow Diplo, and we're just gonna declare war on Denmark. So sorry, Denmark. It appears our first tank divisions have been established, which I'm just gonna keep in Washington because I don't want them to get murdered. There we go. We landed on Greenland. Now we just secure the island while planning an invasion of Iceland. There we go. We secured all of Greenland. I guess now we just go to Iceland. The closer we get, the greater chance that they're actually going to start using their navy to intercept me, and then I'm dead. Because, like, I can't fight whatever this is. They have over 100 ships. It's going to take years to build up anything that could even rival the number, let alone the quality. I might have to cheat in an American navy because I should have one. It should exist. There we go. We took Iceland, and we should have a straight shot to Ireland now. The closest port is Cork, and there's not a port for miles around if we land in the northwest, so I'm just going to try and get around Cork. We're gonna train up 6 more Marines in order to actually be able to land on Ireland, because Ireland itself has 50 divisions, and they're all probably located on the island. Our first shark tank is completed, which this is the template for it. It should make it so no matter what, we push. I'm gonna send it over to Iceland. We really need to build up the supply on Iceland, which is why I'm building a supply hub, a port, an airport infrastructure, pretty much everything I can, even a radar. I don't even think radars will help. I should outnumber the UK's air force, so once we get an airport, we should win. And my airplanes are gonna suck. They're still the basics. Oh no. And there's not even a point in me making that. It's already time for advance and engine 4s. Oh well, I hope my basics can still do shit. Holy shit, I haven't gotten the 1930 guns either. I'm so cooked. Well, it's only 1933. Okay, it's not that bad, but I really was not paying attention. All right, we have an invasion force of 13 Marine divisions, 10 or 11 infantry Marine divisions, and 2 shark tanks, which should break them pretty good. All right, we should be ready. If I can get naval superiority, we're gonna do it. And if this doesn't work, I don't know. They seem to not be using their navy, which is interesting. I mean, we're gaining enough naval dominance. Yeah, I think they just don't put their navy out, which is weird. There we go, we have enough dominance. I really thought we were gonna have to cheat in a navy, but I guess not. I mean, let's go. Yeah, look at how many divisions they have on each province. This is gonna be a grind. I'm even gonna pop one of these just to make sure we land. Come on. Oh, we're gonna have to We're gonna have to force attack again and attack from the other side. Are we really not gonna be able to land and we're gonna lose all those divisions? Holy shit, we are. Huh. It just wasn't enough to break Ireland. I really don't know what to say. Besides, Donald Trump, if you can hear me. Donald Trump, if you can hear me. Donald Trump, please. If you can hear me, please save me, Donald Trump. Please. Oh, look at that. Donald Trump did save us. Wow. Oh, ignore that. But wow, Donald Trump came and gave us some ships. I don't know why they're 1922 carriers. That's kind of outdated, Trump, but, you know, he was never known as the most generous type. But anyway, we're gonna use these boats in order to do naval invasion support. Only naval invasion support. So I can actually land on Ireland. Because I have to rebuild my fucking Marine force now. Off you go, Donald Trump Navy. Go make me proud by going to Iceland. I'm gonna have them do patrol so they don't take up the supply on Iceland until we do the naval invasion. We're gonna be able to get naval dominance now, which is better than having to sit for 10 years and build a navy. And wow, we're at a position where we're actually gonna run out of fuel. I never thought that would happen. I can't believe as the United States I'm about to do this, but I'm gonna buy oil. Alright, now we're gonna take our fleet that was given to us by God, or Donald Trump, depending on what you want to call him. We're gonna do naval invasion support, and then activate the naval invasion. There is no way it can fail now. And the Soviets just reunited their country, so they're gonna be fun to invade. Mind you, we still have more of the tree to unlock. Once we finish this, we'll get the rest of the focus tree, so we just gotta take out the UK, and then we can actually do stuff. There we go, we're gonna force attack again. They just stack so many divisions in it. How are you losing? You have like 200 ships firing at the same position. Yeah, I'm gonna lose half of the troops again. Nope, Ireland is just an impenetrable fortress. I don't know what to do. I want to see the rest of the tree, but I can't invade shit. And if Ireland is this bad, imagine how the UK is when they have like double the divisions, if not quintuple the divisions. I genuinely don't know what to do. I've already cheated. I've cheated and it still didn't work. I don't want to end it off on a stalemate. These guys just have too many divisions. I'm never going to be able to fight any of them. Like, only Germany has a reasonable amount of divisions and they're still at war. I'm trying to think, would you guys rather me cheat and annex the UK or whatever, or just end it here? I assume you guys don't want me to end it here when there's still more of the tree to discover, but I mean, we have to train more Marines. I might have to del Ireland, like go on the console and go delete Ireland. Not the nation, but like all their armies, because I can't do shit. And I don't even know if I'll be able to invade the UK. I mean, I can only invade with 22 divisions maximum, so it's not like I can do a massive naval invasion anymore. And these are basically the highest quality they're gonna get. I mean, unless I really go, I can't go higher because I have special forces cap. Well, I have one final trick up my sleeve. Del all Ireland. Alright, let's just blitz through the island. I feel bad for cheating, but it's like, if I tried twice with my Marines that are super good, that literally can't get better right now, then, and I can't break Ireland, I mean, fair enough, it has been 11 years, or 12 years, actually, since the game started. But, like, I'm not equipped to deal with this level of fuckery. And they might formulate an actual defense anyway, but at least now we have a foothold. And you know what? I may get pushed out of Ireland anyway, and if I get pushed out of Ireland, you know what? I'm calling it, because I can't do shit. Yep, we've already been encircled again. Hopefully when our actual infantry arrives, it'll be better. I would much prefer to have this airport. And I want this airport back, please. Okay, we got it back, I think. Yes. Yeah, but like, I shouldn't be being pushed by the AI 12 years into the game with the divisions I have. Yeah, we're barely holding this. Well, I know for a fact they're gonna send me after Japan, which I have a feeling is just gonna be a repeat of this. And then I know they're gonna send me after France and Russia, which could be even worse. Because Russia has 1,000 divisions. France has over 600. I don't really know what I'm expected to do here. Especially when I don't start with like, if I didn't cheat in a navy, I cheated in a navy and I wasn't able to land anyway. But if I didn't cheat and delete all of Ireland's troops, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to even land, let alone not even push, and they took the airport again. And like, it's not like I don't have air support. Then again, our planes are really bad. That could be where I messed up. And I don't really have time, realistically, to make a whole new air force, so. Just like Trump's adventures in real life, the quest for an American empire is a failure. And well, I still love this mod. I love the guy who made this path. I love the guy who made this nation. He's either Sarek or Chlebek. I don't remember. I always get them mixed up because they're both Polish and they both have food as their profile picture. So one of you, whoever made the California path, love you. But yeah, of the 6 videos I've made on Collapsing World, this being the 7th one, this I mean, I'm just gonna say it, this is my least favorite that I've played. It's just, it expects you to do too much with too little. Because, like, for example, I just finished coring all of my territory, and it's been 12 years. I just finished coring all of the United States. And since I'm locked on free trade, despite the fact I'm the United States, I still need to trade for resources. Also, I start with no navy. The manpower pool is decent, but I'm on service by requirement. If Canada was not in a faction and I could just take Canada and then do stuff, maybe it would work. But since I'm locked out of the rest of the focus tree, because I don't own Canada, I can't do anything. So my advice on how to fix this path would be add a navy to start, give the corporatists a navy that you can steal if you invade them as anyone else, make it so you can do this if you occupy Canada, at least, or make it so Canada doesn't join the Commonwealth. And number 3, tweak the late game AI so Ireland doesn't have 50 divisions. Even after I deleted all their divisions, they already have 50 again. The UK has 170. I don't think they should be having this much in 1934. Even if it was a proper date to have that many, I don't think they should be having that many just for a gameplay aspect. But I still love this mod. This is just a yap session, I guess. I'm sorry that we didn't get to see all of the tree. I actually made some flags for some of the puppets you can get in the tree further down the line, but we never got to see it, which is a shame. But in total, I've been recording for about 6 hours. Not working for me. Like, if I can't beat the first war post-unification in 3.5 hours, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the rest. I'll be completely honest. But if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more Collapsing World in the future, please let me know. Big special thank you to all the channel members on screen. You guys help me out a lot, and if you want to become a channel member, I've made it cheaper, so be sure to check that out. And yeah, I'll see you later.